Would you like to start reconstructing virtual models yourself using photos or videos? Or do you need a few practical tips and tricks? Then you've come to the right place. Before you get started, you should be clear about what you want to reconstruct virtually and why you want to do it. What is your motivation? It is certainly easier to capture objects that are not too large, are easy to reach, and can be seen from all sides. Here we see a good example from the Natural History Museum in Berlin, where a series of photographs were used for the reconstruction. We can also capture larger objects if all aspects are easy to reach and clearly visible. However, we need some experience here. As an example, we see one of the tombs of kings from Nea Paphos in Cyprus, which was recorded with a smartphone video around it. Using the same recording technique, we can also capture and reconstruct objects above or under water. However, this requires a little more hardware and experience. As an example, we see here a video recording from a multicopter flight around the so-called Golden Stupa in the Erdene Zoo monastery in Mongolia. Let's move on to the most important tool here. You probably know, we need a camera. But take my advice here. Before you buy an expensive camera system, try it with the one you have available. You'll see that you can already do a lot with it. Above all, it will give you experience and confidence. To motivate you, we can also make fantastic 3D reconstructions with a smartphone. Here you can see an example recorded by my Samsung Galaxy S20. Later, we will examine the differences between the various camera systems. Next, you should put together a few initial test objects. I'll give you a few more tips on which objects are suitable. Make sure that the objects are not too complicated at the beginning. Furthermore, the objects should not have transparent or highly reflective surfaces. The surfaces should have a varied texture and not be uniform in color. Now we need a good location for the photos that has special characteristics. The location could be a well-lit table in the middle of the room, for example, around which you can walk with a camera. Your aim is to capture the object from all sides. Make sure that the surface of the table or the background in the photos is as textureless as possible, or, ideally, completely single-colored. Do you think the table shown here is suitable for this? No, it is not. A table like this is better suited for this. However, you can also prepare the table with a simple table mat. Be creative. We will discuss the topic of recording strategies in more detail at a later point. For now, let's keep it relatively simple. Once you have prepared everything, you can try out your first shooting session by walking around the object and taking pictures of it from all sides. Now that we have captured the data, we can turn our attention to the computer. We need a software with which we can derive something three-dimensional from the two-dimensional images. There are a number of different software solutions here. For an easy start, I recommend the free program Meshroom. However, you are also welcome to use any other photogrammetry program you would like to work with. I recommend Meshroom to start with, as it provides a complete pipeline and we can already see a result with very few clicks. If you want to try out the software with a different dataset, simply download a photo package from the book website, import the photos into Meshroom and click on Start. As ideas or an outlook for further experiments, you could try to illuminate the object well with additional light sources or use a turntable for the shot. Congratulations, you've managed to get started. Maybe the first recording session didn't work out satisfactorily, or maybe you are very talented and have reconstructed something great. Let's briefly summarize once again. You need motivation and a goal. The more precisely you know what you want to reconstruct and why, the easier it will be to choose the right setup of camera, lighting, shooting strategy, and software. Start gaining experience with test objects and shoot the objects in a favorable location. You now know a simple shooting strategy and one of the numerous software packages.